Yo, what it is? What's going on, everyone? King of Chaos here. Boss man, Joey B. We're doing our normal Thursday nighttime drive back into Queens. We're happy you can join us if you're checking us out. By all means, comment, like, throw some questions our way. Anything at all, we are happy to answer questions. And, of course, fucking share it. Let other people know what we're doing here. Bring them out. Show some love.
Jake, don't block that mirror so I can tell.
I'm going to try not to block the mirror so that the boss man doesn't get us both killed. You don't get to witness death. Here on Facebook Live. So the boss man was going in a minute ago, and I figured, why the hell not? Let's let him talk. Let's let him voice his opinion on a couple things that are bothering him about, I don't know, everything seems to bother him as is.
I'm not saying it bothers me. We have a seminar coming up. The Tom Pritchard seminar.
Yes, tomorrow night. We have Tom Pritchard, the Doctor of Desire, Tom Pritchard from the Heavenly Bodies, former WWE head trainer. Dude has been all over the world. His training. The dude helped train The Rock. Let's put that there. But also the fact that Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon can wrestle even to the level they are despite being millionaires. That's Tom Pritchard right there. That guy was training everybody for a long time. Excellent guy to go to in terms of anything. So if you are a wrestler in the Northeast and you're not booked tomorrow night, get your ass over to the Warriors Training Center.
He's not around, number one, the area often. I believe he lives in Texas, right?
Yes.
He's not around often. I know he's going to be doing a convention on Saturday. So the gentleman that's bringing him in asked me if I would do a seminar. I was like, yeah, we've done one with him before about 5 years ago.
Yes, we did.
We had a nice turnout. We have a totally new crop of guys now, which I expect all to be there tomorrow.
Of course.
But I get emails, or I get Facebook messages, or I get, or the website gets emails too. How do I get booked? Oh, my name is so-and-so. Sometimes they do the professional thing. They send me a resume with video links. It's rare, but I do get them once in a while. It's, then you get the guys that, yo, how do I get booked? Or, yo, so it's I don't use the word over the internet, but the N-word.
Yeah.
How do I get in the battle royal? Whatever. Well, if you're writing me ever to get booked or want to get booked for my show, which is, our shows are the rosters are pretty full.
Yeah.
Why am I going to, and you don't care about going to the seminar, why would I want to even entertain the fact of finding a spot for somebody? You know what I mean? That's not there to begin with.
Yeah, absolutely. You're certainly not the only trainer to sit there and tell people, invest in yourself, invest in your work, like show me that you actually want to gain and learn from professional wrestling.
It's only $30. It's $30.
Yeah, honestly, that's a steal.
To learn from somebody that's been somewhere.
Not just someone who's been somewhere, because fucking whoever has been somewhere. But Tom Pritchard was a guy who, helped draw for the fucking Smoky Mountain territory. He had been to the top of the mountain for fucking years with WWE. The guy has been everywhere. Not just somewhere, he's been everywhere. So if you don't want to come down to that, it just doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I don't know. I've been to a Tom Pritchard seminar. I would have been there, however, tomorrow night I'm going to be at Five Borough Wrestling. So if you're a fan, you're obviously not going to the Tom Pritchard seminar. Come out to Five Borough Wrestling. You can continue, boss.
It just irks me. It just irks me now. That's really, that's what's going to
Zeno and Dane, what's going on? Dane, I have yet to do anything in terms of the Dreamcast. I honestly haven't had the time. I've been super busy, and it's not slowing down. This weekend is all booked up for me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I am doing wrestling-related things. So, Dreamcast is going to have to wait another week for me to even look at it. But yeah, it comes down, above all else, to
not only
a lot of guys want, they want to play a wrestler, they want to be, part of the business, and however, and it gets entertained to a certain point, but again, I don't think there's been a seminar that I've ever been to, and I've been to some really great ones and I've been to some not so great ones, but I've been able to take something from every seminar, which I think is super important. A lot of guys don't quite understand. Seminars could be about whatever they are. Ethan Carter, who did a seminar with Warriors of Wrestling, he Yeah, he flat out said, he goes, this is not going to be a Dr. Tom seminar. This isn't going to be a, one of those. Like, I'm not that level of wrestler. But he really focused a lot on, how guys cut promos and how they present themselves and all that. It's investing in yourself. You grow a ton by coming to these. And it's also, making contacts. Joe mentioned, if you'd expect to get on a show, why wouldn't, why would I put you on a show if you're not willing to invest in yourself? It's a matter of making those contacts. I remember getting booked for a couple of companies going to seminars that they were running. And then also meeting people there who happen to like my work and put me on, shows they were on. This job is just as much networking as anything else.
The thing with the Tom seminar, like you mentioned EC3, we've had Dean Malenko. With Dean, we do more talking.
Right.
He can get in the ring. But Tom does both. He sits there, talks to you, gets you in the ring.
Right, half of it is talking, half of it is...
Which is a good mix.
I think so very much. I know Jamie Noble wanted to do more in-ring stuff with us, but a lot of the guys kept asking a lot of questions about, drawing money and things like that. Which I think was, makes perfect sense. But, again, Tom is a guy who was able to make a career out of wrestling and still does. Why wouldn't you want to learn that? If you want to make a career out of wrestling, why wouldn't you talk to somebody or go to a seminar with somebody who does? Again, I work in education, during the week, and at least once a month. I know it's offered more than once a month. Hey, what's going on, Andrea?
Coffee.
What?
I move something sweet.
Of course you are. So teachers have professional development at least once a month. It's offered more than once. You could take a day, here and there and do a professional development day, but we're like, it's mandatory to get one because it is investing in yourself.
The tape, just move the camera over there, thanks. The tapings are another way to get booked. How many guys have gotten booked through the tapings?
Dude, the amount of guys, that's the other thing that drives me insane. A lot of guys fucking hit me up, hey, how do I get booked? And, for the most part, if I'm not familiar with you, because, there's plenty of guys that I'm not familiar with. I had somebody hit me up today who I am familiar with, and I even still told him, I go, hey, fucking come down to the tapings. The boss edits all the fucking video. If he likes what he sees, you're on a show. And we've taken just about everybody that we've added to the roster as of late, all from tapings. Yeah. Outside of Fox Vineyard, but that was your mistake. Zeno, actually, there's an article that'll give you all the information on that kind of stuff. Me being a teacher, that if you look up Logan Black teacher, it'll probably show up on Google. It was written, I think, for a guy from Figure 4 Weekly. Yo, what's going on, Scotty?
Scotty Priest?
No, Scott Cerriti. I ran into this weekend.
But the thing is, I get you in the when we do shows in the locker room meeting. You always say to the outside guys, we do tapings, come down. People get booked. You say it on Facebook or social media, come down, and yet these fucking people, they just write me and they don't come down.
It's a different story if, like, you're from fucking Illinois or wherever. Because I've had guys write me and I'm like...
I'm not talking about people from Canada. I'm talking about people from New York and New Jersey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, there's no
Connecticut,
reason.
maybe.
Especially if you're looking for bookings that much, you've got a Sunday open. I'm fairly sure there's not a whole lot of companies that run Sundays. Or at least just keeping up with me on, hey, I can't make it to this taping. Because, there's been a few guys who've done that and then have come down and had a fucking, blast at our taping.
Sonny Kiss, I think we got him through a taping.
Yeah, Sonny was through a taping. Beefcake, Team Espana, Aaron Bradley.
We did get Aaron Bradley through a taping.
Yeah, we did. 100%.
Sonny didn't recommend him?
Nope. He came to tapings first.
I like Aaron Bradley.
I like Aaron a lot. He's awesome.
Get some fucking boots. He was going to say fix his teeth, didn't you?
And he'll tell you fix his teeth. He'd say it. Dan, what would you say the least helpful seminar you ever attended? Like, they meant well, but it just didn't add anything to your wrestling knowledge.
That we did or that you attended?
That I've been to. Honestly, dude, I can't name any. Like, the Chavo Guerrero seminar I went to wasn't, like, particularly, because there was a ton of people there. So it was a little bit less hands-on. But Chavo taught me, I got a lot of great things from there, so I couldn't even say that was the least helpful. I've heard of, like, really shitty seminars where guys are only, like, showing up to, like, take people's money.
Who? The names?
I'm trying to think.
I think all the ones that we've had.
Yeah, we've had excellent
all right. Kevin Nash is having a pay-per-view party with Brutus Beefcake and Jimmy Hart. I don't know where it is, but if you'll put it in the comments.
Listen, listen what Kevin Nasta doesn't want to say it, so he's making Joe say. Kevin Nasta wants you to come over, he wants you to bring cocaine for fucking Brutus Beefcake. Because we all know fucking Brutus Beefcake likes to leave that in fucking in the subway fucking...
It was anthrax, he said.
It was anthrax?
It was coke, but he went and told the authorities it was anthrax.
Yeah, that's better.
Like, that's much better. And this is
so
right
either you're a cokehead or you're a fucking terrorist.
This is right after 9/11.
Jimmy Hart's good people, though. If you do go to that, Jimmy Hart is really awesome.
Survivor Series party, he's giving me no info on it, so I don't know what he expects me to say. It's in New Jersey.
Come hang out with Kevin Nasta and a bunch of fucking old guys. There you go.
Brutus the fucking barber.
Brutus the fucking barber. I'm trying to think of fucking shitty seminars, but I honestly...
Victoria we had, she was good.
I do know there was another Chavo Guerrero seminar that was somewhere else. Jesus Christ. And 3 people showed up, and Chavo's like, yeah, it's not even worth it, and fucking left.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was it?
Might have been 2 people.
Where was this?
I think you know where.
Lunis?
Yes.
I thought he had a good one there.
He had one good one there, then he did another one. And someone I know went there, and there was, I think, 1 or 2 other people with him, and he's like, it's not even worth it. And left.
Those fucking crooks charged $50 for a Jose Max.
I think those guys got their money back, but still, I mean, that's kind of sucks.
You know, there's certain people...
Tim says it was drywall that fucking Brutus had.
No, it was he said it was coke, but he said it was anthrax.
I actually... yes, Troy from Five Boroughs says he remembers that. Actually, the story was that the police thought it was anthrax, but Brutus was like, nah, it's cool, guys, just cocaine. And the cops would have a good laugh about it and would be like, Brutus, you crazy scamp, get out of here.
Brother Brudai, brother.
The booty man. The man with no name.
Going through this fucking guy's gimmick list. You're gonna be going for a while.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Seminars we've had, Jamie Nobles was good, Dean Malenko's was
good. Dude,
good.
Victoria's was great too. Fucking Stryker was good.
Strikers, I always enjoy Strikers.
Strikers, I think it's interesting. Like, so here's the thing that I look at, and I'm using Stryker as an example because that was the last one that I went to. He had given a lot of really great insight, and then it sucks because I see a lot of like my students will come up to me and go like, "Well, Stryker said this," and then I saw this guy on TV do exactly what he said not to do. And it's hard, especially when you're green, to like recognize like what information like makes sense. Like, I'll give a perfect example. Stryker goes, don't pick guys up from the floor. If he's on the floor, why don't you pin him? Makes perfect sense. Completely fucking correct. I've changed up a lot of what I did from fucking learning that kind of thing. However, how many times do you see that in a fucking wrestling match? A ton. How many times do you see that on the fucking pay-per-view of the guys at like the Pinnacle?
You know something, seeing the way he runs the ropes. Some people, the way they lock up.
The Rock drew the shittiest headlock takeover I've ever seen. But he's the fucking Rock. He can. And that's what I'm saying. You can see past a lot of this stuff when you're trying to fucking create something for yourself and have them look at you and goes, this fucking guy gets it.
We were just talking about Mr. T before. Obviously, he had no wrestling.
I pity the fool.
But he helped draw WrestleMania 1. You can't argue that. He did. But he's a terrible wrestler.
So is Zeus.
Well, Zeus didn't draw shit. Mr. T helped draw the first.
I don't know. Everybody came to see Zeus.
Came where?
Logan Black versus the Booty Man with the Booty Babe. Book it, Joey.
Who said that?
Dane.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be brutal.
Andrea says she loves listening to wrestling stories. Andrea, are you familiar with our buddy, what's his name? Who comments on everything? Chris Lazaro. Because he loves wrestling stories, too. He thinks it's so funny.
They were chanting at the last show.
So funny?
Yeah. I forgot what he did. I think it was during the women. No. It was during the men's show.
Terrible. Good kid, that Chris Lazaro. I like him. Definitely a wrestling fan. With Capital, that's a program made for TV. Is it a different feel for you wrestling like streaming is for TV? So here's the thing, Scotty. And, you know, this isn't at all a put down of Capital by any means. I fucking love working there, and it's in no way a put down. So please, even if it can be construed, I don't want it going back to anyone and be like, Jake's shitting on Capital. I'm not. So they write, it is a TV program, the way that it's done, the way that it's shot, the way it's put together, it's without a doubt done like it's a TV taping. But that crowd, I don't think, understands that yet. And they haven't created that feel for the crowd that they're at a TV taping. They're just there for an indie show. So I think the feeling isn't different for me because the crowd is not, if the crowd is giving me a TV response or going about things in a TV way, without a doubt, I'd have to fucking, switch my shit up. But they're just there to be entertained, man, so I'm there to fucking entertain. Me and Jim would beat the ever-loving shit out of each other, my fucking head still hurts. So does my back.
I'm
But
bring that guy up.